Hey there, golfers. Andrew Rice here. For the last couple of weeks, I've been in South Africa. We've been playing golf in Cape Town, and now we're actually on safari. And we've been traveling with a group of golfers, and we got to have the ability to be able to play together down in Cape Town. And I'm going to be sharing some information with each of the golfers that have participated on our trip. And I wanted to share some of the information I'll be sharing with them with you. And we're going to call them the Safari Sessions. Let's take a look. Hey there, golfers. Andrew Rice out here on the back deck at the Madikwe Hills Safari Lodge. I'm with my good friend Jim. Jim, thanks so much for joining me here. You've come a long way for this lesson, right? It's a lot of traveling you've done just to get this little piece of advice.
I hope it's worth it.
Me too, I do. No, Jim and his wife have traveled with our company, travel company, Sync Excursions to South Africa. We're on safari now, but we played some golf in Cape Town, and I got to spend some time on the course with Jim, and I just wanted to share my 2 cents with Jim, and hopefully you can gain something from my insights. You'll take a look at Jim's swing as we roll those right now, but the theme, Jim, that I really wanted to, and I wanted to not be too technical. I didn't want to bog you down with minutia and going, well, you got to get this, and I know everybody talks about your back foot tends to stay on the ground, and you had a sense that perhaps you didn't get off your back foot. When I showed you your impact position from face on, your weight is forward, okay? Your weight gets forward quite nicely at impact, and that's really the part that counts. You certainly hit down on the ball, I would argue too much, and we can see from the down the line swing how that club tends to travel too far from out to in, okay? And what that does for your ball flight, your trajectory is, I felt like, and I think you would agree, the two drawbacks were typically a little more fade than we would like, and typically a little lower than we would like. And I will tell you this, golfers, Jim is a fabulous golfer. He's a very, very smart player. He's got a great short game. He shoots in the 70s most days, and he can really hit some great golf shots. But it's just what he's doing in his golf swing tends to handcuff him in certain situations where you've got that left pin, or you really need to get the ball up in the air to try to stop it on a firm, fast green. Okay, so very simple satellite view theme here. We've got our umbrella. Unfortunately, we don't have a golf club here, but what I'd love, and the message I'm going to share with you, Jim, here is this. Get yourself a 2x4, okay? Something that can fit in the long pocket of your golf bag, okay? Or you can leave it at the club, and they can stick it in your golf cart each time you come out. And I'd love for you to practice with that 2x4 on the skinny edge. That's our umbrella here. I'd like for you to hit shots with the golf ball up towards the front of that 2x4, where the ball is actually uncomfortably close to the 2x4. Okay, and we see that your club on the way down tends to get outside the golf ball, and anytime the club gets outside, it's got to work across, and that leads to, oh, we have a little invasion of elephants coming to join us. They wanted to hear what you needed to work on as well, Jim, which is perfect timing. But when the club gets out, it stays up, and that means it's got to travel down a lot coming into the golf ball. And so I would love for you to go, okay, I've got my 2x4, the ball's in the forward part. I'd like for you to tee the ball up so you can hit each shot from the same spot relative to the 2x4. 7-iron, and the objective is this. How high can you hit the golf ball? Okay, I don't want to take away your fade. I don't want to take away the great strike that you impart on the back of the golf ball, and it really is good. Great sound. I like the acoustics of your shots. It just tends to be, and you would agree, a little flat, right?
Agreed.
Okay, and so I think if you can practice with this setup and just go, I'm going to do that. You don't need to worry about your feet. You don't need to change everything you're doing. I do know that the 2x4 outside the golf ball straight away is going to start to encourage you to stay inside that 2x4. You'll glance it a few times and knock it over. I don't mind that. That's going to be good feedback for you in helping you start to neutralize what you're doing.
Excellent.
Make sense?
Sounds great. Thank you, Andrew.
Thanks very much, Jim. Pleasure having you and your wife here.